Later in the game, there's an interception by Micah Combs-Turner of Columbia. Instead, you get to see the back of that official. Trust us, he got that. In the end, well, it was 28-0 when we got there. It was 28-0 when we finished. But Brian Braddock was talking about a good win for the Jackets. They're moving on.
Great. Really thrilled to advance. At this point in time, to win a 28-0 playoff game, you got to be thrilled. I'm sure a lot of our kids wish we'd maybe played a little better in the second half, but that's, you know what? We won 28-0. We're moving on. We get another week together, so I'm thrilled about that. To get a shutout in the playoffs is a great accomplishment, so really happy for those guys. Had a couple of times where they got the ball down inside the 10, and we were able to keep them out of the end zone. And outside of that, had a great night.
Coming in here, man. First round of pounds, we're coming out with a dub, man. Second round on the top. I love it.
Coming out with a dub. All right, some confidence. Love it from Ed White, playing host to Pine Forest 4A regional quarterfinals. And Pine Forest jumps out to a 13-0 lead in this one, but that's when Ed White starts to get it going. King Boylston, that throw, it's a beauty of a catch by Landon Francis, laid out for that one. Couple plays later, Boylston going to find his way into the end zone. Commanders are on the board, and it is a one-score game. They get a score there in the second quarter. Ed White playing some defense as well. Pine Forest QB rolling right. Don't throw it near Ja'Quari Parks because, well, that's going to happen. Parks likes picks, including that one. Commanders come from behind. They win 26-13. That means they head to St. Augustine for the next round.
Well, we turn back the clock to the last time the Reigns Vikings went undefeated in the regular season. The year was 1997, and this is what the video looked like, kids. As you can see, the year ended with a trophy as Wilton Coffey-led Vikings beat Glade Central for the state championship back in 1997. By the way, that was the only Duval County state championship for decades around here until recently.
All right, so Bay High at a Panama City Beach playing a visit to the Graveyard. Tornadoes would get the ball first in this one. Vikings defense certainly does its job to get the stop. Micah Merritt into the backfield. He gets the sack for the home team. Early 3rd and long for the home team. That's Reigns. But no problem, says Zion Butler. Look at him get the foot inbounds. Picks up the first down on a long pass there from TJ Cole. The red zone's now for the Vikings. Cole going to do well to corral that wild snap. He follows his blockers and into the end zone for the game's first score. After another stop by the defense, Cole, a little bit of time. He just hits the running back on the short pass, and Tadarius Washington has tons of green grass all in front of him. Just walks it in. Vikings moving on, 53-14, the win.
All right, so here's what's next, right? Wakulla up next as they beat Menendez 28-14. So we keep an eye on Reigns. They could be a team that really could make a run toward a state championship. They stay undefeated. Now we go over to Bishop Kenny. Pick this one up in the second quarter. Crusaders up 14-7. I'll tell you what, BK might be finding something here at the right time. Derek Heidemann threw 6 touchdown passes. This was his third of the night to J.P. Donovan. Extends the lead to 21-7 a few minutes before the half. They got behind 7-0 in this game, believe it or not. And then, well, the rest was BK. Look at this beautiful throw and a nice catch. Ends up in the end zone. Weideman finds Peyton Burnett, and he's counting for you. That's his third touchdown of the night. Second half, more of the same. Weideman back to Donovan. Another 42-7 at the time. Baker County scored late a couple times, but Kenny wins it 42-21. How about this first playoff win in a decade for BK? Tim Krause doing a heck of a job this year.
I think it's a huge step for our program. It's a huge step for our kids. The last 3 years we've struggled in this round of the playoffs and to kind of sustain momentum through the end of the year. And, really happy that we were able to do it tonight. I thought we played really well in all of our phases. Just incredibly proud of this group. And it's a group that I love coaching and want to continue to be with them as long as possibly can.
Talk to me about Peyton Burnett. 3 touchdowns for the young receiver. I mean, what's it like to be able to have a guy like that on the outside to be able to throw the ball to in the red zone?
Yeah, he's playing his best football. I think the last couple of weeks he's really come on strong. Missed a game with injury, and then kind of since he's come back, he's been on fire. And obviously we've got some other really good ones. And so, to be able to have a guy outside that can win one-on-one matchups and make plays like he did tonight is huge to allow us to run the football better and allow us to throw at some other guys as well, too. So huge game for him.
Impact at UC. This game very one-sided in the regular season. UC rolling over Impact, but the Lions put up more of a fight this time around, including scoring in the first. Still, it's UC that advances with a win at home, 33-12. Hey, we're not done yet. A lot more action for the postseason still on the way. We've got a whole list of games still to come. First home playoff game ever for Creekside up against the State Power. Could the Knights pull an upset? Find out coming up next.
We're Impact Lions, and you're watching Friday Night Blitz. Okay.
Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt. And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it.
The best stories sometimes come after the game. Join us for in-depth conversations with local coaches Tuesdays and Fridays at 2 p.m., including our latest guest on the program.
We've had kids come up to us and say, we practice like this every day. Like that first spring, he's like, Coach, we got more done today than we would get done in a week last year. And I just, it's always been that way. And through thick and thin, through hard and easy, through good and bad.
Catch up on the chats you missed by watching the After the Game playlist on our Action Sports Jacks YouTube page.
Nobody but Nimnicht. Our family has purchased 6 vehicles from Nimnicht Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Who gives you top dollar for your trade? Nobody but Nimnicht. Save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%. You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnicht Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave. So I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer. You can schedule a test drive at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. And while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnicht is there for you, even on Sundays. So who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? The answer's simple. Nobody but Nimnicht. Your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
And your safety is on the line. Nothing beats accuracy. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safest place to be during a storm is Action News Jacks.
Sean Ashenfelder, speaking of good careers, connects with Caleb Taylor Birch. Big pickup, nice dive and catch, back to the ground. And Garrido showing off the speed this time. Got through traffic and see you later. Another touchdown. This went back and forth the whole way. Creekside got within 3 late, but they just couldn't stop. Seminole, 38-28 is the final. Nice season for the Knights.
Well, the most dominant high school team of the 90s and 2000s, hoping to add a 12th football to the board here in 2024 for another state championship. Certainly Helped have playmakers like Naeem Burrows on the roster. He already had one long touchdown in the game. Makes this score from Ethan Drum look simply pedestrian. Says, that
was easy.
Old hat. Next drive, more highlight reel material from number 3. Drum with time to throw, finds him on the sideline. Burrows just shedding would-be tacklers left and right, gets it all the way down to the 11. Very next play, they go to the ground game, hand it off to Tyrone Neal. Neal just goes up the middle and dives for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Bulls. 21-0, still in the first quarter. So they were in command.
Welcome to the early rounds of the playoffs for Bulls.
That will happen. Second quarter wasn't too much different, by the way. Start with Drum to Burrows. Big pickup. Sets up the home team. What do once they get down to the 11-yard line? They go to the ground game. Emmett Grisbin doing some work here and surges into the end zone. Never a doubt in this one. 49-0. I had a feeling the Bulldogs were going to win this one. They do. Bulldogs beat the Taylor County Bulldogs.
By the way,
49.
Bulls hadn't played in a couple of weeks. They look pretty good. They weren't rusty.
Good there.
Refreshed. Fernandina Beach and Frostproof meeting in the Villages for the FHSAA Atlantic Championship. First half action, Pirates Beckham Moreau. He's on the run near side, gets inside the 10-yard line. It would set up first and goal, but they would go backwards from there and win score. One score game at halftime, but out of the gates in the second half, Frostproof returns the kickoff for the touchdown, and they just kept adding periodic scores. The Frostproof Bulldogs win the FHSAA Atlantic Championship over Fernandina Beach, 27-8. Two more FHSAA title games on Saturday, 1 o'clock. St. Joseph Flashes will take on Jupiter Christian in the 5A final. You can listen to the Brent Austin show today. Go back on YouTube if you want a preview of that one. We had Coach on the show. And then at 7 p.m., Florida School for the Deaf and Blind take on Hernando Christian. So good luck to both local teams.
Let's reset a little bit on the show. Some of the big results we've already brought you tonight. Oakleaf upsets Mandarin 17-14. They will head to Nice in the next round. We knew that second round game was going to be good. Sorry, Tate, we were overlooking you the whole time. That's okay.
Well, Nice didn't.
Ponte Vedra will have to go on the road now to Niceville, who beats Middleburg.
Always tough.
Fleming Island, we've heard, is leading late against Mosley. So we'll catch you updated on that one all the way out in the Panhandle. So the timing's a little off. And then Ed White at St. Augustine will be a fun game as well. Rains will be home next week. Bishop Kenny likely on the road if they got to go to Godby. I don't know who won.
I think Godby won on like a last play of the game.
Well, then a road trip for Bishop Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get to more games from around the state. How about a battle of the Panthers? Newberry taking on Palatka. Second quarter, Newberry is up by 7. Dunmore loads, fires deep to Hayden Moore. He's got the defender beat, takes it into the end zone for the score. That's his 11th touchdown of the season, and Newberry was up 14-0. They tried to keep the pressure going, looking for a target. But how about an interception for the Palatka Panthers? Noah Harvey with the pick, and that's a nice play, but not a nice score. They fall 24-7. Your final score as Newberry is moving on. That sets up a scintillating rematch with Bradford in the next round. They beat Bradford in the regular season.
Very good. Rural bracket, third-ranked Union County Tigers hosting Holmes County. First drive of the game, sophomore Drew Simmons gets it and into the end zone. Tigers get the 2-point conversion, up 8-0 early on. Union County's offense keeps the pressure up. Trenton Klein throws. Gavin Jenkins takes it to the house. That's a 50-yarder. Union County takes a 14-zip lead, and they go on to win it 42-20.
Another one in the rural bracket. Jay coming off their best regular season in decades, but tough first-round matchup with Fort White. Scoreless in the second, and Jaden Jackson will find Gavin Peterson. Keaton Payne makes the tackle there, but that's a 42-yard gain and sets up this. LaCosta Bird, he'll power it in for the score. 6-0 Indians at that point. Let's go to the final score because this number is just fun. 23-2, your final score. It was 9-2 at the half, but it's Fort White who is moving on.
And we got more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the week. We'll put a bow on this show when we return on the Action Sports Shacks 24/7 network.
We're the Providence Stallions, and you're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
So I went to a small private school, and literally less than a mile down the road was a 5A public school, Franklin High School, and it was a huge rivalry. It came down to, like, I threw a deep, probably a 70, 60-yard touchdown pass to one of my best friends, Jordan Smith. He caught a go ball down the sideline for 70 yards. It was awesome.
Plays so well. It's like probably it was 76 yards. He knew it, man. You don't forget him.
That was from the exact game, by the way.
That's awesome.
I tried to find the video. I can only find the picture.
That's a pretty good find. That is the backup quarterback Sunday against Detroit because Mac Jones will be quarterbacking. Trevor Lawrence, by the way, out. Tank Bigsby out. Sunday will be up in Detroit with the team.
The Smart Play of the Week is brought to you by the FSCJ Mata-Rays.
All right, we got Brian Case on the case. Ponte Vedra running back with a long touchdown run, just outracing the Cudas defense. That is your Smart Play of the Week. Ponte Vedra moving on. They will head to the road to Nice.
They don't have a 5 stars. They're like Nice. They don't have 5 stars or maybe even 4 stars. They got solid football players. That's a good football team that's going to make a run here.
Got an update for you. Fleming Island wins by 7.
Great win.
At Mosley.
Great win.
The Golden Eagles are moving on. Coach Chip, what a job he has done.
They've been hot.
They have been hot this year, so we will certainly get you some highlights from that at 11:15 on CBS 47. We're turning that around for you. And then University Christian, you mentioned. Yeah, I think we got just about everything on the board here.
All right, we'll update what we haven't updated.
Georgia scores as well. Brunswick as well as Ware County moving on.
All right, that will do it here on a Friday for now. Again, if you're watching on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network, which you must be, if you're listening right now live, 11:15 on CBS 47. And then Fox 30 a little bit later.
Yeah,
if you missed any. Let's leave you with the Creekside Band. The Knights have a nice season. Congrats to Sean McIntyre and company. And shout out to the band.
By visiting Sonny's for some excellent barbecue.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.